I'm your journey reader, Alexis, and today's reading is taken from the book of Isaiah, chapters 46 to 48. Our scheduled reading follows the Bridges for Peace Ignite the Truth Bible reading plan. I will be reading from the ESV version, so feel free to follow along if you want to, or just to keep me in your ears. Chapter 46. Baal bows down. Nebo stoops. The idols are on beasts and livestock. These things you carry are borne as burdens on weary beasts. They stoop, they bow down together. They cannot save the burden, but themselves go into captivity. Listen to me, O house of Jacob, all the remnant of the house of Israel, who have been born by me from before your birth, carried from the womb. Even to your old age I am he, and to gray hairs I will carry you. I have made and will bear. I have made and I will bear. I will carry and will save. To whom will you liken me, and make me equal, and compare me, that we may be alike? Those who lavish gold from the purse, and weigh out silver in the scales, hire a goldsmith, and he makes it into a god. Then they fall down and worship. Verse 7. They lift it to their shoulders and carry it. They set it in its place, and it stands there. It cannot move from its place. If one cries to it, it does not answer, or save him from his trouble. Remember this, and stand firm. Recall it to mind, you transgressors. Remember the former things of old, for I am God, there is no other. I am God, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times things not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will accomplish all my purpose, calling a bird of prey from the east, the man of my counsel from a far country. I have spoken, and I will not bring it to pass. I have purposed, and I will do it. Verse 12. Listen to me, you stubborn of heart, you who are far from righteousness. I bring near my righteousness. It is not far off, and my salvation will not delay. I will put salvation in Zion, for Israel my glory. Chapter 47. The humiliation of Babylon. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground without a throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for you shall no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind flour. Put off your veil, strip off your robe, uncover your legs, pass through the rivers. Your nakedness shall be uncovered, and your disgrace shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will spare no one. Our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts, is his name, is the Holy One of Israel. Verse 5. Sit in silence and go into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for you shall no more be called the mistress of kingdoms. I was angry with my people. I profaned my heritage. I gave them into your hand. You showed them no mercy, and you showed them no mercy. On the aged you made your yoke exceedingly heavy. You said, I shall be mistress forever, so that you did not lay these things to heart or remember their end. Now, therefore, hear this, you lover of pleasures, who sit securely, who say in your heart, I am, and there is no one beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, or know the loss of children. These two things shall come to you in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood shall come upon you in full measure, in spite of your sorceries, and the great power of your enchantments. Verse 10. You felt secure in your wickedness, and said, no one sees me. Your wisdom and your knowledge you led astray, and you said in your heart, I am, and there is no one besides me. But evil shall come upon you, which you will not know how to charm away. Disaster will fall upon you, for which you will not be able to atone. And ruin shall come upon you suddenly, of which you know nothing. Stand fast in your enchantments and your many sorceries, with which you have labored from your youth. Perhaps you may be able to succeed. Perhaps you may be able to succeed. Perhaps you may inspire terror. You are wearied with your many counsels. Let them stand forth and save you, those who divide the heavens, who gaze at the stars, who at the new moons make known what shall come upon you. Behold, they are like stubble. The fire consumes them. They cannot deliver themselves from the power of the flame, nor coal for warming oneself is this. No fire shall sit before. Verse 15. Such to you are those whom you have labored, who have done business with you from your youth. They wander about, each in his own direction. There is no one to save you. Chapter 48. Israel refined for God's glory. Hear this, O house of Jacob, who are called by the name of Israel, and who came from the waters of Judah, who swear by the name of the Lord, and confess the God of Israel, but not in truth or right. For they call themselves after the holy city. They stay themselves on the God of Israel. The Lord of hosts is his name. The former things I declared of old, they went out of my mouth, and I announced them. Then suddenly I did them, and they came to pass. Because I know that you are obstinate, and your neck is an iron sinew, and your forehead brass. Verse 5. I declared them to you from of old, for they came to pass, and I announced them to you. These you say, my idol did them. My carved image and my metal image commanded them. You have heard, now see all this. And will you not declare it? From this time forth I announce you new things, hidden things that you have not known. They are created now, not long ago. Before today you have never heard of them. Lest you should say, behold, I knew them. You have never heard, you have never known. From verse 8. You have never heard, you have never known. From of old your ears has not been opened. For I knew that you would surely deal treacherously, and that from birth you were called a rebel. For my name's sake I defer my anger. For the sake of my praise I restrain it for you, that I may not cut you off. Behold, I have refined you, but not as silver. I have tried you in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake I do it. For how should my name be profaned? My glory I will not give to another. The Lord's call to Israel, verse 12. Listen to me, O Jacob and Israel, whom I called. I am he, I am the first and I am the last. My hand laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand spread out the heavens. When I call to them, they stand together. Assemble all of you and listen. Who among them has declared these things? The Lord loves him. He shall perform his purpose on Babylon, and his arm shall be against the Chaldeans. Verse 15. I, even I, have spoken and called him. I have brought him, and he will prosper in his way. Draw near to me. Hear this. From the beginning I have not spoken in secret. From the time it came to be, I have been there. And now the Lord God has sent me and his Spirit. Thus saith the Lord, you remember the Holy One of Israel. I am the Lord your God, who teaches you to profit, who leads you in the way you should go. Verse 18. Oh, that you had paid attention to my commandments. Then your peace would have been like a river, and your righteousness like the waves of the sea. Your offering would have been like the sand, and your descendants like its grains. Their name would never be cut off or destroyed before me. Go out from Babylon, flee from Chaldea. Declare this with a shout of joy. Proclaim it, send it out to the end of the earth. Say, the Lord has redeemed his servant Jacob. They did not thirst when he led them through the deserts. He made water flow for them from a rock. He split a rock, and the water gushed out. There is no peace, says the Lord, for the wicked. The word of the Lord has already been blessed. So recently I was asked what that meant to me. The word of the Lord has already been blessed, and the best way I can explain it is that it means what it says, in my opinion. It means what it says, in my opinion. So basically it means that the word will continue to be a blessing for all of those who want to hear its blessings, who want to receive its blessings, regardless of what anyone else says, as long as it's being used in the correct context and it's not used to force something on someone else. So anyway, we will see you tomorrow to continue our journey. Bye.